It was really accidental. I never planned to make the three movies. I just did the first Tony Manero because it was just we got there not for political reasons. We wanted to make a movie first about a serial killer that also wanted to be a dancer on a TV contest, and so then we decided that the contest should be on Tony Manero's and Saturday Night Fever, and then we realized that movie was released in Chile in 1978, in the middle of the dictatorship, the darkest days. So then we realized that it was we were talking actually about a political movie, and all the references that were coming from the U.S. So accidentally we came up with the story that that is on the movie, and it became finally something very political, that it's based on a political perspective on how life when there's a whole government living throughout impunity, then the people also start to believe that impunity belongs to everyone, and also with the combination of the American sort of paradigm, the American logic and the American dream, the absurdity, the stupidity of the American dream imported to Chile, and that's pretty much what happened with that film. And when I was editing that movie, when I was finishing, I was looking at the internet, and I found the autopsy report of Salvador Allende, which is it's an amazing report. Not because I like autopsy reports specifically, but I think that the report is the autopsy of Chile at the same time, and so we found something very interesting there, and then I decided to make a movie out of that report, So we set up the whole film around that report because it's the moment when we have our country trying to lead the socialism in a democratic way, and then it's just not possible because the CIA and the US and the militaries in Chile, they got together and prepared the coup, and destroy the dream and the idea of this possible democratic socialism process. And the body of Salvador Allende, it's a metaphor of everything, and so what happens there? It's that everything. It's like it's a moral trip, when every moral aspect seems to be right, and then it starts to decompose slowly, and everyone seems to just go through it without noticing, without really realizing that the main character is just a guy that is slowly becoming an assassin, a killer, because of the presence of those bodies, it's the absurdity of the dead bodies, and it's something on the body. And then when I was finished with that film, and a Canadian producer with Antonio Scarmeta came up with and showed this idea of making a movie about the referendum. So I thought it was crazy, and that they wanted to make a movie about a referendum, but in a sort of a satire, a dark comedy. And I thought it was stupid, I thought it was crazy. You make a joke with it, and then we realized that they were right at some point. That there was a way to have some humor there, and also to tell the story, and a story that's very unknown, because most people know how Pinochet got into power, but most people don't know how he got out. So it was a great opportunity to tell the story, and we started working on it, and then we sort of focus on the advertising guy, which is what more controversy created in my country, because most people here was saying, why are you picking up that point of view instead of many other possibilities, And we thought that he would represent, the sort of the conflict of the story, of the history of Chile. In a way, it's a country that wanted to go back to democracy, but the way they did it, the way they destroyed Pinochet was with the same tools that Pinochet sort of created, which is the capitalism. So they used advertising. So Pinochet, basically Pinochet, what did was he was killed with his own poison,
Yeah.
And that's an interesting paradox. And so our hero, our main character, it's a guy that used to be on the left wing, but now is an advertising executive. And he used these tools, the tools of peace, the tools of happiness, the tools of joy, to destroy the most dark dictator, And so what happened is that I never planned to make these 3 movies, but finally they came together very accidentally, and those are very happy accidents. Sometimes when you plan these things, they don't work very well, and I think part of the reason why they work is they were spontaneously made, and one after the other one, and that's what I think it's part of the strength, the strongness that it has. Pienso que lo que pasa es que Chile efectivamente sacó a Pinochet a través del referéndum, pero lo que pasó después es que continuamos con su constitución, con sus leyes, con su sistema, donde la palabra impunidad es muy fuerte, porque la gran mayoría de los militares cometieron los atropellos a los derechos humanos, los asesinatos, las torturas. La gran mayoría vive todavía en impunidad. Aún vivimos con la constitución de Pinochet, y claro, pero no hay que descuidar. O sea, Chile recuperó su democracia, y eso fue muy importante y un paso gigantesco. No hay que confundir las cosas. Las cosas cambiaron para bien y de manera muy positiva gracias al trabajo de millones de chilenos. Pero hay un trasfondo de un sistema capitalista abusador, abusivo. Chile se transformó en un gran centro comercial, en un país donde 4 o 5 familias dominan casi toda la riqueza, tienen toda la riqueza, y hay una clase media muy extendida y una pobreza que es alta también. Entonces hay una desigualdad única, que está en el top del ranking del mundo, ¿no? La que hay hoy día en Chile. Pero fíjate que lo que está pasando hoy día con el actual gobierno de Michelle Bachelet es que ella efectivamente van a hacer cambios en la Constitución. Espero que los hagan. Van a cambiar el sistema binominal, que es el sistema de elecciones, que permite algo que sea más equilibrado, y van a hacer algunos cambios profundos que creo que le van a devolver la verdadera democracia a Chile. Chile todavía está atado a algunos sistemas que surgieron en la dictadura y que luego ya de 25 años de democracia no hemos todavía sido capaces de eliminar completamente. Pero creo que ahora Michelle Bachelet tiene una oportunidad histórica de hacerlo. Pero efectivamente hay todavía un aire raro, ¿no? O sea, el 5 de octubre de 1988 ganó, como bien dices, el no, como bien sabes, ganó el no, pero algo del sí también triunfó, ¿no? Y hemos tenido que vivir en ese extraño equilibrio y con esta sombra de la dictadura que ha costado mucho alejar. Ahora estoy dirigiendo una ópera acá en el Opera House en Santiago, y estoy concentrado en eso. En este momento una ópera que se llama Katia Kabanova, de Leos Janáček. Y una vez que termine esto, voy a meterme en una película que no sé exactamente cuál va a ser, pero es muy posible que sea una película en torno a la figura de Pablo Neruda, del poeta Neruda.
Ok. Con Alfredo Castro.
Alfredo Castro va a tener un rol importante, sin duda.
Ok, ok. Grazie allora.
Gracias a ustedes.
Grazie per il tuo tempo.
Por favor.